will cover two domains today, domain 5 and domain 6. Before starting the part 3, if you have any question in previous session, session number 1 and session number 2, like basic concepts. Okay, so these sessions are basically about core architectural components. Like we will try to understand now about the organizations. So in today's sessions, we are going to take our very first step into the architecture of Microsoft Azure. Like think of this as a building of foundation. Like if you are trying to build a building, so you will start always from the foundation. Once you understand how Azure is physically and organizationally structured, everything else will start make sense. Like you are going to make a house, big house. Then first you will take the land, and after taking the land, you will try to build house on that. So the same, you are going to the cloud, you need to understand the physical building of the Microsoft, where they are located, where they are having that big building, where we will save our data, because our data is very important. If we will not understand the physical architecture of the Microsoft, where they are having buildings, where they are saving our data, if their one building will go down, what will happen to our data? So we need to make redundancy. We need to make sure that Microsoft is protecting our data very good. Microsoft is having good physical layers of the security. And if even one Microsoft building will go down, what will happen next? So we need to understand carefully their architectural things. So first thing first, we need to understand their physical architecture. In the second domain, like if you see on the screen, session 3 have two parts, domain 5 and domain 6. Domain 5 will be discussing about the core architectural components like the regions, like availability zones, and different kind of availability things. After understanding physical locations, we will go to the core services also. Core services means we will understand what is mean by their compute services, and we will understand about their networking services today. So this module will introduce to the core architectural component of Azure, and then we will explore how Azure is built physically with data centers, availability zones, and regions. Then we will shift into the organizational side inside the data center, like how we can build resources, how we can build resource groups, subscriptions, and different management groups. After doing this part, we will be having the core architectural concepts. Like first we will understand Azure region. Azure region mean, if you will just go to the next slide, and you will see what we will be discussing in their modules. First we will understand about Azure regions. Azure regions have different pairs also. Like for example, if have Azure have two data center, one is in Sharjah, one is in Dubai. If the Dubai region will go down, then what will happen to our data? That will be shifted to the pair of the region, like in the Sharjah. If Sharjah will go down, the pair region will be Dubai. So that regions will always in the pair. Like if some region will go down, the other should be there. So we need to understand the pairs of the region. Then there are different sovereign regions also. Sovereign regions mean these are only specific to some governments. Like US is having separate region, separate cloud. No one else can put data on their region. Similarly, China have a separate region. And similarly, some other regions also specific to some. So we will begin with Azure regions, the geographical area where Azure data centers are located, and you will learn how Microsoft pair regions together for reliability and disaster recovery and all. Next, we will look at the availability zones, which gives your workloads high availability in the region. Like if one zone goes down, there will be another zone. So zone mean there will be different data centers inside one zone. Then we will dive into the Azure data center. What is mean by data center? The physically facilities where we all could happen. Once we will cover these things, we will go to the two parts. One part is physical organization, and the other part is organizational structure. Like physically understanding the building of the data, if you see here on the screen, there is a blue building which is a full region picture. If you have this picture in your mind, you can say that if the whole region will go down, then the region pair will come. But if inside the region, if one building will go down or availability will go down, the availability will be available inside the second. Understanding the physical architecture of this building, then we will move toward the logical architecture. Like we have resources, then we have accounts, then we have management groups. So we need to understand physical architecture also, and we need to understand the logical architecture. So here the learning objective will be to understand the regions, region pairs, our regions, availability zone, data centers, resources, resource groups, subscriptions, and management group. So it will be divided it into two parts. First part we will be understanding about physical organization, and the second part we will be understanding about the logical parts. So as an introduction, we already know the big question is what is Microsoft Azure? So Microsoft Azure, we already know that Microsoft Azure is just not a company. Imagine having the power of build, run, scale applications wherever in the world. So Azure is providing us this facility. Like anywhere in the world, we can save our data. And anywhere in the world, we can put our services. Like we are working in UAE and we want to save our services over the cloud inside UAE. If we don't want to put it inside the UAE, we can put it inside the US. We can put it all over the world, anywhere. So Azure is basically providing us this facility to put data all over the world without worrying about servers, without worrying about the hardware. We don't need to purchase. In first two sessions, we understand that we will not build our hardware, we will not build our servers. So we are not worried about any hardware or software. That exactly what Microsoft gives you. Microsoft is providing you their hardware. Microsoft is providing you their data centers. So we will just select the data center and we will select the region and we will just host our services there. In this session, we will answer the big question what is Microsoft Azure? And we will explore why they are a leading platform holder because there are other companies also there. AWS is there, Google is there. But why Microsoft is in good shape? Why Microsoft is there? So Microsoft is Azure basically continuously expanding their cloud services to help businesses meet both their current and future challenges. Like for example, if someone is having already data center, they want to expand their services to the cloud. That facility is also available. Some companies don't want to use their existing data centers. They just completely want to go to the cloud. That is also available. And there is a third option also for the new companies. They even don't have data center. They even don't have any cloud services. They just want to build their new data center view application that is also available. So Azure is providing all kind of services. Whether you have data center, you want to expand it to the cloud, that is also available. Whether you want to shift everything from local data center to the cloud, that is also possible. And whether you are not having even data center or not having any services from scratch, you can start. So what Azure is offering? Azure is offering basically bring ideas to life. Like I am a new company. I want to build my own company. I am just having an idea to create a company. So what Azure will provide? Azure will provide me each and every data center. I don't need to create my own data center. Azure will provide me all the services which I cannot build on server and all that. I will just take accounts, go to their cloud, and will just start using their services. So that is mean by bring the ideas to the life. I just have an idea. I don't have money to purchase the room. I don't have money to purchase the building. I don't have money to bring big hardware and then security guard and electricity and all that. I just have an idea with me. Like you are a student, you can create your own cloud services. without building data center, without building a hardware, without hiring people. You will just create an account on the Azure. You will just have that idea and you will start doing that services. Simple as that. No need to do anything. So that is mean by Azure offering first bring ideas to the life. You just create an idea, go to Azure, create an account, start using services. Nothing else. Second, Azure is providing you seamlessly unify. Seamlessly unify mean Azure allows you to effectively manage infrastructure, data, analytics, AI, integrated services, every type of operations. So you don't need to worry about anything. Like you want to manage the website, you want to create the host, you want to create different services, but you don't want to manage them all separately. Azure will provide you all the services one by one. They will be managing you seamlessly unification. One place you can manage all the services together. You don't need to worry about different platforms. You don't need to worry about different hardwares. So second option is Azure will always provide you seamless unify. Third, innovate on trust. So what is mean by innovate on trust? Security is the heart of Azure. Like if you will build your own server, you need to put security on that. You need to hire security guards. You need to put cameras and all that. But with Azure, nothing. Microsoft provides a trusted platform that ensures responsibility, compliance, enterprise level production, all these services from Microsoft. You don't need to worry about any security. You don't need to worry about update the security measures. You don't need to worry about any kind of security, physical or logical, because Microsoft will be providing you each and everything. So that is overall introduction of Microsoft Azure. Now, after getting the security, after getting the ideas into life, after getting building, management, deployment, everything from Azure, what you will be using? You will be using over 100 plus different services. Like if you want to save data, storage services will be there. If you want to use some server, compute service will be there. If you want to use AI or machine learning services, you don't need to build a server. You will just log in and you will use AI services like vision, hearing, speech, and all these kind of services will be always built into the Azure. You don't need to worry about that. Everything will be available built in. In summary, Azure is more than just a cloud provider. They are not only providing you the services, they are providing you physical infrastructure, they are providing you physical hardware, they are providing you physical security, they are providing you logical security, they are providing you encryption, they are providing you software. So that is just not a cloud provider. Cloud provider is only like same Etisalat and do. They are only providing you internet services, not nothing else. So same like Microsoft is providing you each and everything. They are not a simple cloud provider. They are also providing you physical location, physical servers, physical hardware, physical software, and everything they are providing you. So that is why we cannot say that these are the. So that is overall introduction of Microsoft Azure, what we need to understand. Next, we need to understand about subscription. So how we will contact this Microsoft Azure? Because we don't have any server, we don't have any services with us. We just have an idea. We want to build on that idea. So, how we will start? So, we will start before building anything in the cloud. You first need a way to access it. How we will access it? In Microsoft Azure, that access comes through something called Azure subscription. So, we need a subscription. Like you heard from your friend that this movie is very good. How you will watch that movie? Whether you need to take Netflix account or whether you need to go to YouTube account or something like that. For both, you need a subscription. If you don't have a subscription of Netflix, can you see the movie? No, you cannot see the movie because this newly come on Netflix. And if you don't have account on Netflix or you don't have a subscription of Netflix, you cannot see the movie. Like nowadays, new movie came on Netflix. I want to see that movie, but I don't have a subscription. And that is not available in the cinema also. That is not available inside the YouTube also. So I need to purchase that subscription. If I will not purchase that subscription, I cannot see the movie. Same like the cloud. If I want to host the services, if I want to put my services on the cloud, but if I don't have the service subscription, I cannot do that. So in this lesson, we will explore how accounts and subscriptions work, how you can get started with a free account, and what special options are available for the students also. So these are the three things we need to discuss here. So first thing, Azure account and subscriptions. To use Azure services, you need Azure account because not only service, not only subscription. To take the subscription, you need an Azure account. So you will go for the Azure account. Number one, you think of Azure account as an identity. You need to provide some detail, your name, your maybe credit card information, or your something like you can make account on the Netflix. So your subscription are containing the defined usage, billing and access. So you can have billing monthly. If you will not provide the details, you will not have that. So first option is free account or paid account. If you will go for free account, you cannot use all the way. Maybe you will use only for 30 days or 40 days. But after that, you need to start. Like if you have created a subscription on the Netflix and you didn't pay any money, they will say, okay, you can use Netflix for 1 month freely. After 1 month, you will have to go for the paid account. So same like Microsoft is providing free account, one option is 12-month free, and the second option is 12-month for student account. So if you will create with credit card, it will be for 30 days. You will be using all their services plus 25 services anytime, anywhere free for the whole year. But after 30 days, you need to go for pay as you go. And it will be only for 30 days. So they will give you 200 credit. You will use 200 credit. You can explore all the cloud services for free. But after 200 finish or after 30 days finish, you need to pay for the services. So usually students create one time that account. They explore it. I already uploaded one video on after session 2, session 3 and session 4. Video number I think 5 and 6 on the channel. So I showed there where you will go to the link and how you will create free account. So that video is already there. You can see and you can create your own account, but you need a credit card to put inside. If you will not put credit card inside, they will not create account. They will not charge any money. They will charge only $1. You can follow the process on this video. Go to Azure portal, create your free account, give your credit card information without any problem. They will cut only $1. And after that, you will have account with $200 free. So you can explore all the services and you can use their services. There is another option available for the students. If you are any registered student in any institution, you don't need credit card. So what you will use, you will send an email and they will send an email back to that institution. This institution will verify that you are a legal student and then you will get services each month for $100 free of cost. So you can use it for 12 months. That is just for the student, registered student, which are studying in some college or university. So they will send an email to their university and their university will verify that these are our student and you can get free balance also. So if we don't have any registration with any company or any university or college, we can create our $200 account with our credit card because we are living in UAE, and in UAE we all have credit cards. So we will just go to that link and we will enter our credit card information. They will not cut any money from you, just $1. And after some time, this $1 will come back also. So without any charge, we can create $200 account. We can use it and we can use their services. And even after 30 days, if we will not close that account, they will automatically close that account. We will not overcharge. They will not say that, okay, after 30 days, you will charge some money. No, they will just block your subscription They will not block your account, because account after free services you can also use. But paid services you cannot use after 20, $200 finish or 30 days finish. So that is what we need to understand about creating account and using the account. Next, we have exploring and interacting the Azure cloud. So if we want to explore the Azure cloud, so we need to go and we need to open that portal. Like for example, I have already created an account, and if I want to explore that, so simply I will go to the portal and I will just open that portal. Like I have already created that account. If I will go to portal and if I will go to the Azure account, so I can open that account. So when you will create that account, you just need to log into the same email which you log into last time to create that account, and this will open the Azure cloud. So it will be looking like this. One by one, we will explore this explorer, and we will see there are options for CLI also. We will see that if you want to switch from one account to another account, we can also switch. And then if you just want to create virtual machines and subscriptions, and if you go to subscription, so there will be showing one free subscription automatically created, and it will also give you information about all the details, how much you used and how much. See, my subscription is disabled because I my account is open working, but subscription is disabled because I already use 30 days free account. So when you will use free account or when you will just finish 1 month, they will disable you automatically. But still, you can explore their other services. You can go to other services and find free of services cost management and all that. But still, you cannot create proper services because my account I already use $200. So paid thing I will not use, but still I can explore things. I can see things. I can go to virtual machine. I can go to create virtual machines, but it will ask that you need to go pay as you. But whenever you have $200, you can create freely virtual machine. You can go and you can search virtual machine, scale set, all things you will be available in $200. So you can run things, you can test. Okay, after that, we will be just, let me switch to this slide. Okay, so we will just log into this portal.azure.com, and after that we have the option of Cloud Shell and Azure CLI also, like command prompt we can also use to do things. But first we will explore the portal, and then same like we did, we log into the portal and we see where we can find the services. And this lab will provide you the one-to-one step. Use Azure portal and then Cloud Shell, PowerShell, Bash Shell, interacting mode, troubleshooting, cleanup. So this is step by step we will be doing in this session. Okay, next, where is the mouse? Okay, this is the this is the window. If you just want to understand the portal, then one by one we can discuss here. That number 7 is your account which you logged in. Number 6, where is the notification will be coming, that how much you used or not. Then there is a co-pilot also. We can search AI. Then number 4, where we can search all the services. Like I want to create a virtual machine, I will go there this bar and I can search for virtual machine. I can create a virtual machine. Number 3 is your Windows, and then number 2 is your where you are, what session you are doing. Number 9, left side, it will be showing all the services. You can select any service from here. And number 10 is the main page where you will see the detail about these services. So one by one, when we will be exploring these portal, we will see all these things. So it is just an idea. Next, we have physical architecture of their cloud. Like we want to know where their data centers are and how they are located over the cloud and how we can describe their building. So first thing, when we talk about the cloud, a lot of people picture as an abstract invisible network. So for us, it is invisible. Invisible why? Because I don't know where they located that building. Maybe that building is in UAE, maybe that building is in Qatar or anywhere else over the world. It is up to you which region we select. So we will discuss about data centers, we will discuss about regions, we will discuss about their different availability zone, different region pairs and different sovereign regions. Sovereign region mean the specific for governments. So Azure physical infrastructure start with the data center. Think of these as a large secure facilities full of server racks, storage, networking gear, and power cooling system. Same like if we have a building and we have our own data center, there will be big racks around, there will be big servers around, and there will be security guards, and this, big buildings are their data centers. So same data centers will be there inside their Azure building. And the difference is scale and connectivity. Azure has many them in globally. Like Azure is not having only one or two or three data centers. All over the world, every country, they have different buildings, they have different regions, and they have different buildings inside data centers. Like example, in UAE, they have two regions, for example. One region is in Abu Dhabi and one region is in Dubai. But inside Abu Dhabi, they have different locations, which is called availability zones. Like we can say that left side of the available Abu Dhabi, they have created one big region. They have multiple buildings inside. That is called one availability zone. Same in Dubai, they have a specific region. There are multiple buildings, which is called availability zone also. If Abu Dhabi region will go down, automatically Dubai zone will be taking charge. So basically the same concept as the modern computer data, corporate data centers. But that is not ours. That is there. That is the Microsoft. So individual data centers is like not more normally directly accessible by the customers because we just need to services, take services, and we will be using their zones and data centers and these kinds of things. Second thing is region. What is mean by region? We already explored that it is a geographical data or geographical area that contains one or more data centers inside. Like in Abu Dhabi, I told you there are three buildings, and inside three buildings there are separate data centers inside, and collectively we call it as a Azure region. So regions are geographics chosen them when deploying the most services. So we need to choose where we need to put the services. We need to choose, I want to put my services in UAE region or I want to put it in some other region over the world because I want to save the cost. If I will use the same region in UAE, maybe I will be paying $5 per month. But I don't want to pay $5 per month. I will use another region in any other world, like I will put my data in Qatar. So if I will use Qatar region, it is little far, it will be little slower, but maybe that service I can get it with $2 only. In UAE, I can get the same service for $5, and in Qatar, maybe I will be getting the same service for $2. But the problem is it will be little slower or it can be having different security region. So if something happen, maybe Qatar government will not be involved. So that is there are different things according to security, according to pricing, but there will be different things according to the region. And also some services are global and some services don't require region selection. Like sometime we put some services that even we don't need to care about region. These services will be global anywhere over the world. Like identity services. Identity service, we don't need to care about region. Maybe they will put it identity in America, they will put it in our identity service in Qatar, so we don't need to worry about. Sometimes we need to worry about the services, but sometimes we don't need. So some services are global, some services are region based. So sometimes we need to select the region, sometimes they will automatically select the region. So we don't need to worry. Next, we have availability zone. Availability zone means I already discussed there is a separate area inside the region which is having multiple buildings. If one building will go down, the other building will be available. Like you can say that physically separate data center in one region. One data center goes down, the other data center will be available. Like you can say that it's a zonal service. One zone having some issue, the other zone will be available. And also it will be zone redundant service. Zone redundant service means one zone will always have another zone. One zone fail, another zone will be available. And also it is non-regional service. Sometimes it is having non-regional service. Like for example, I am just putting without any region selection, I am just putting my services in UAE. Whatever availability zone they will choose, maybe they will choose one building, maybe they will choose two buildings, or maybe they will use three buildings. Maybe they will put my data in third building, maybe they will put in data first building. So these are non-regional availability zones are also. So different options are available, whatever we will choose. Then every region will be having region pair. Region pair mean that Microsoft Azure most regions with another region in the same geography. Like if one region is in Dubai, the other region will be in Sharjah. If the whole region will go down, the second region will be giving services. For example, West US and East US, South US or West US, East Europe, West Europe, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. So different regions are available. But every time when you put services on one region, that will be always have pair with other region. So if the one region goes down, automatically services will shift to the second region. So every time we put services by default, automatically the region have a pair region. So that is sometime having a larger difference between, but there is a fiber cable ongoing. If one region go down, automatically pair region will be having services. Last, we have these sovereign regions. Sovereign region mean that these are the regions which only used by the governments, like US government, China government. They have different regions. So we normal people, we normal company, we cannot put data on their regions. Why? Because they have very strict policies. They have very strict government data. So these regions are also available if like China or US don't want to share any information with some region, so they will be having their separate regions. So they have very different region kind of concepts. Okay, next we have to understand about the management infrastructure. Like other than physical infrastructure, we also need to understand the logical infrastructure. Logical infrastructure mean when we will choose the section, we will choose the services, we will choose the region and availability zone. We need to choose the logical things also. Logical things mean we need to choose the resources, we need to choose the resource groups, subscriptions, and management group. So about subscription, we already understood that we need to take an account, and after account, we need to take a subscription like Netflix subscription. So if we will be having subscription, then we will be using their services or resources and all that. We can create our resources. Resources mean virtual machines and storage and all these kind of resources. So when organizations scale up with many subscriptions, they need another layer management group. So what is difference between subscription and management group then? Like if a company is having 10 departments, they want to make a separate subscription for separate departments. So they cannot manage all subscriptions separately. So what they will create? They will create management groups. So management groups mean it will be having separate subscription inside one management group, and they will be managing from one. Like for example, if I am having three companies, every company have HR department, every company have sales department. So I want to manage separate departments. So I will hire one manager for HR, one manager for sales, and one manager for another department. But that manager will be responsible for different subscriptions inside one department. So I will give him authority to use resource or resource groups inside, and inside resources he will be having management groups. So inside management groups he will be having multiple subscriptions. Like if you see in the diagram, management group have inside multiple subscriptions, and these multiple subscriptions can be managed by one administrator. if we are having management groups. And inside subscription, we can have resource groups, which we can collectively put all the resources inside, and then separate resources like virtual machine, cloud, and all these kind of things we can manage. Okay, next we have summary for this module. So basically, we understood about the physical architecture of the cloud, and we understood about the logical architecture of the cloud. In physical architecture, we understood about the regions. They have a different region all over the world. We can choose if we want to pay more money, we can choose the nearby region like in UAE. If we will pay $5 per month, but if we don't worry about the cost, or if you want to save the cost, you can put it in the other region also. And these regions will also come in the pair. If one pair goes down, the second pair will be. Then we understood about sovereign regions. These are just government based regions. If you see the picture in blue, this is the world map, and these blue dots are showing different regions. Every country have different regions, and each region have a pair also. And there are different sovereign region for governments also. Then we understood about inside the region about availability zone. There are multiple buildings. One building will go down, the other building will take charge. Inside world building, there are different data centers, like a room. One building can have three rooms. If one room will go down or one data center will go down, the other data center will be available. So inside availability zone, we have data centers. Now inside data center, what we have, management groups, resources and resource groups. So we understood about resources and resource groups and management groups. But to do these things, we need a subscription. But we need to take a restriction on account. So if we will be having a subscription, then we need to create an account on the Azure. And inside that account, we need a subscription. And inside the subscription, we can create resources and resource groups and all. So that is the hierarchy. First, region, then a region pair, then sovereign region, then availability zone down, then down data centers, then inside the data centers, multiple you can take accounts, or inside multiple accounts, you can take multiple subscription, and multiple subscription you can manage through management group, and multiple management group inside the subscription, you can create multiple resources or multiple resource groups. So resource group is just an entity where you can put multiple resources. So we will finish this first session here, or you can say that domain 5, which was related to physical architecture of the cloud and logical architecture of the. Any question until here? No. You got the idea about region and region pairs and availability zone. Okay. Any question here? See again these points on the slide. If you have any question. No. So what is mean by management group then? Team together and data. Yeah, if for example, someone want to manage three, four subscriptions together, so they will put all four subscription in one management group. So that management group will be managing all four subscription. Like for example, if your company is having HR department, but HR is having sales and marketing and other four areas. So all four areas have four different subscription. So HR manager will be managing all these four subscription in one management group. So that is why we have a management group, and under management group we can have multiple subscription we can manage together. What is mean by availability zones? Availability zone, basically in a big region, there are multiple buildings. So if one building will go down, the other building will be available. That is called availability zone. One building goes down, another building will take charge. Second building will go down. So availability zone have multiple buildings, you can simply say. And inside multiple buildings, you have data centers like rooms. If one room, one data center goes down, so another. So if you think about a big whole world, That is a region. And then region inside we have cities. Cities have availability zone. Inside cities we have different buildings. Inside buildings we have different rooms. That is data center. And inside data center we have different accounts, different subscription, different management groups, and different resources. Logically. Okay, here we will take a 5-minute break. I will just drink water and we'll come back.